Hello, assalamu alaikum, and I hope you guys are well. I hope you've had a good day. My name's Hafiza, just to begin with, and today I wanted to talk about life and guidance and my own life. I'll be a bit personal in this podcast, so I hope you don't mind. I've This is my several time taking redoing this podcast because other times I've made mistakes and fumbled, and that's normal. But I hope you guys enjoy. So, what I wanted to talk about is humans, us, not jinns. To your, if you're weird, I mean, you're not weird. If you are, but okay, whatever. Let's let's move on from that word and go to the next. But I'm here to talk about humans, as you know. I don't know if you're human. Are you human? I hope you are. But so guidance, right? Um, so I'll be a bit personal in this aspect. Lately, I haven't been I haven't been a good Muslim, and my mental health has dropped drastically. And you may be thinking, okay, how does this to do with guidance? I'll tell you late, tell you in a bit. But wait, okay. But these past few weeks have been the hardest for me. Okay, I may sound really happy right now, but it has been the hardest for me. And yesterday, I recorded myself once again, not like this, just raw from my phone, and I let everything out. And I literally let everything out. I started crying. But it felt good because I kept so many things inside and I didn't want to talk to anyone. I didn't even want to do anything. And I was basically bedridden, you know? But I was thinking of a lot of things in my like there was a lot of things in my head, and I didn't want anyone near me, and I didn't even want God near me, and I stopped praying, because I was procrastinating a lot, and I felt like I was too dirty to pray. I was too this to pray. I've done too many sins to pray to Allah, or I don't deserve to be near Him, you know? And a part of me wanted to pray to Him, a part of me wanted to go back to Him, a part of me tried, but the other part of me just didn't want it, so I was just on my phone, literally stuck on it, stuck to it, and I've just been scrolling, doom scrolling on everything, and Allah did give me a lot of signs during that period, and He still is now. And I made my first podcast. If you guys didn't hear that one, it's on my Spotify, but I've made that one, and I felt like that was the idea from Allah because I don't know, I was just scrolling and I was just so bored and I was just so s- sad, I was just feeling empty inside, and then I got an idea. Look, why don't I make a podcast? But then there were so many insecurities in my head, like Shaitan planted. Oh, but I stutter a lot, or but I get fumbled with my words, or but I just blurt anything out, or but I don't make sense when I say anything in word, and I was just very insecure, but I just did it, I was like, okay, whatever happens, it happens, you know. And the thing is, all throughout that time, Allah wanted me back. He wanted me back, and He showed me so many signs. He'd never once let me go, you know. It was Shaitan and my own nafs that were fighting, you know, to get my attention. And they did. They won. But then they didn't. Because look at me now, you know? Like, them two, they worked so hard. They worked overtime, you know? Because I honestly didn't care about anything in my life that period of time. And it was weird because I came back from Umrah just a few months ago, like 2 months ago. And I had the best time there. I had the best time in Mecca when I was there. Like, I loved it. But then as soon as I came back here, everything felt strange. Like, I wasn't home, which was strange because my home is in London. You know, my home's here. So why don't I feel like I'm home? Because Mecca was my home. Everywhere I went there, 3 o'clock at night. That's why I loved. At night, I roamed the streets like I knew the place, but I barely even I barely knew anything there. I spoke to people. I was It was like Allah was taking care of me through and through. And when I went to Medina, it was beautiful. But then when I came back, it was just a clash. And I tried to keep up with my salah. I tried to do everything that Allah wanted me to do. I tried to stay blessed. But at some point, I just dropped everything once again, and I went back to that to something I didn't want to be. And I didn't want to pray, but I did want to pray. I felt lazy and I felt shameful as well, you know. And I kept on comparing and comparing myself to others around me. And I know I shouldn't be, because I'm not them and they're not me. They're unique in their own way and I'm unique on my own way, you know. No one's better than you and no one's lower than you. That's what people need to understand. And I need to understand that, because I feel like during that period of time, I kept on comparing myself and saying, she's better than me because she does this. Or, you know, I just didn't want to listen to myself. Like my rule, like my soul, like my rules, my soul kept on telling me again and again, Hafiza, pray. I could literally hear her, you know, that side of me. And my my the shaitan, my bad side, kept on telling me, you can't pray. Who are you to pray? You know, if you pray, Allah won't accept you. Like, He's got better things to do. Why would He accept you, a a Muslim that doesn't even care, who listens to music or who does this and that? Why would He care? You're not perfect enough. You're not pure enough for Him. And that's the thing that held me back. But I know Allah's never, He's, He'll never be like that, because He said Himself in the Quran, come back to me, my slave. I'll always run to you. And I don't know if I'm saying that bit correct, but multiple times He has called me back. So many times He opened His arms to me. And also, this made me realize the beginning of this year, 2025, I started wearing the hijab. And as soon as I looked to into Islam, gain knowledge for myself and to be a good Muslim, that's when He called me to Umrah. Like, never in my life would I have thought, like, if you told me from like a year ago, oh, Hafiza, you're gonna go to Umrah, I would have laughed at your face and be like, me, Umrah? Are you crazy? Like, I would have laughed, but it was such a surprise. Like, He invited me to go. And I was like, okay, but is this real? Because it doesn't feel real. Because at the start of this year, I was just learning about my own religion, the one I was born into. And the thing is, even if you're born into Islam, any religion, you don't learn from, like, you don't know it. You're just born into it, you know? Yes, you have people around you that know Islam who are Muslim, but you've never dived into it yourself. For you to dive into yourself, it's a whole new world. I've learned so many things. I never knew what nafs was. I never knew so many things. Like, the first thing that Allah created was His pen, I think. I don't know if that's correct, but um, and it gave me courage to do a lot of things as well because I'm started making TikTok videos about it and teaching myself. Like I started to do so many things, and also it gave me courage to keep on writing my book that I was writing. Because all this time I've also been low about my book if I'm gonna be a good author or would people pick up my book. But then again, there was like this mindset of me, the other side of me, I mean, is that if it doesn't go well or if that the book I'm making right now is bad, I could always redo it. There's always other chances, you know? And like the world wouldn't the world wouldn't be over. It just means I just need to work harder. And the thing is, when people they do something, they want it to be perfect, and that's the same with me. Like anything I want to do, I want to do it perfectly. I don't want to make any mistakes. But that's the thing. You never ever like probably by luck, but you need to keep on trying and again and again and again and again and again because that's when you practice and you learn and you make mistakes and you learn and reflect from that. And that's life. Oh my god. But I don't know if I went off track off, off track, but obviously I stutter a lot. I don't know. Okay, I keep on saying that, but I obviously don't stutter because I don't know, man, what's going on. Just forget. But I am nervous, and that's why I'm just getting my words jumbled up. And another thing is as well, I've collected knowledge about this world, not just um about myself, but this world. Like the other day, I went to a Quran summit, and the lecturers and one of the sheikhs said, "Speak to your Quran." And when I first heard this, I'm like, "Okay, what is this man on about? Like, you can't speak to a book." But then he was like, "The Quran isn't a book; it's a person. It's like your friend, your guidance in this life. The whole reason Allah sent it to you is because to guide you." And he's absolutely correct because it's our medicine, you know. But we don't look for our medicine. We look for other alternative drugs that could make us all better. But that doesn't work all the time. I mean, most of the time it doesn't work at all, you know? And you think, oh, but I don't know Arabic. Okay, then learn Arabic. Learn a new language with it. But um I don't have time. Okay, but make time. You have so much time. Make time. But I don't think I'm good enough. Trust me, I've had that thought as well. You are good enough. You need to try. My gosh. Like, people need to try. You can't be um, just be lazy. Like, what are you doing? Go and pick your bum up and read the Quran. Let it be your friend. And also, the other lecturer in the Quran summit, one of the sheikhs said, prompt your Quran like you prompt your AI. We're masters at prompting our AIs. We're masters at prompts. And I laughed at that because we are. We are masters at our prompts. We make so many prompts every single day. So why don't you prompt the Quran like you prompt the AI and ask it a question and let it answer to you? So many questions in your life that you don't feel like it's been answered, you know, or hasn't been answered. Let the Quran deal with it. Go ask the Quran and find your answer there, somewhere in that surah, somewhere in that page, you know? Like, Allah gave us the Quran for that, to guide us. This You need the Quran in your life. I need the Quran in my life. Everyone needs it. It's not just stories of the past and histories. It's understanding it. It's the guidance. It's you speaking to it like it's your friend. Because at the end of the day, like Allah is your only person He's the only one that's gonna stay by your side through your lowest point in life. And honestly, I've seen the signs when Allah told me to come back to Him so many times, so many times. But each and every single time, I tried to push it, but I couldn't. And here I am today, you know? And the thing is, if you haven't prayed in a long while, pray now as well. Like, pray one rakat or pray, I mean, not one rakat, pray Maghrib, pray Fajr. Start from day one and then go to day two, day three. I mean, you get my point. Like, I'm not good at this stuff, but I'm trying to get good at it. And I want to get better at this stuff. You know, like, it's people people are so preoccupied with social media, with other people's life, you forget your own life. And it's funny because why you like you're in someone else's life that you're watching their life that doesn't even affect you an ounce. Yet your life's falling apart, but you don't want to fix it. Funny. And that problem, it's with everyone because, oh, like, I remember as a teenager when I was 15, I went to all girls school and all I could hear in the morning, oh my God, oh my God, did you hear Kim did this? Oh my God, like, Courtney, she shouldn't have done that. And all I heard is that, you know. And it was just funny because in the morning I'm like, okay, I don't watch the Kim Kardashians or whatever. You know, I don't even know where to watch it, okay, first off. And I've only watched the one clip or one episode of it with my aunt, you know? And um I've never been interested. I don't understand the whole vibe. I'm sorry if I'm offending people who like Kim Kardashian. I don't mean any bad. I'm just not into her, okay? But it was um it was an eye-opening like thing experience because you know, why do people like this? First off, it's just her life. And what did this woman actually do to achieve all this, you know? But I don't understand the concept of it, you know? But who am I to like, I don't want to judge, you know, because again, people have their preferences as well. But the thing is, sometimes those preferences are toxic. um like, I have a preference of eating spicy food even though I know I can't handle it. Oh my God, I'm so bad. No, I'm not. Oh God, I'm so sorry about this. Okay, I um this is my second time and I got a proper mic as well, so you guys, it's gonna be awkward. I'm just telling you guys. It's gonna be a long ride and it's gonna be awkward. Like, I've also, because of my mental health, I stopped writing for a bit of my book, but I'm gonna start writing, you know? Because why am I stopped like what am I doing? It's so laughable. Anyways, back to the Quran summit. So you need to ask the Quran lots of questions, you know? You need to ask it um just you need to ask about your life, like your questions. Let it be your friend, you know? And also, you need to let Allah in your life. Don't shy away from him and don't try to block him because he's going to get in no matter what, you know? Also, don't think too low of yourself. That's one of the reasons why Shaitan finds you as an easy target, because your confidence is low, your self esteem is low, your imam is low as well. Like, for example, if if you see someone, not someone, I'm not gonna, um, if you can't do something, like you can't constrain a book, or you can't read the Quran properly, Shaitan gets himself in, one way or another, and he uses that against you. He's a very smart being, bear in mind. He's a very smart lad, and he'll use what you can't or what you angry about against you in ways that you would think it's yourself, like this thought is from myself, but it's actually from him. Like, your confidence is from him. You're not confident enough to go to the mosque. Why? Because whatever reason, that's from him. Um, you're not confident enough to pray. Why? Whatever it is, it's from him, you know? And the thing is, that idiot has his fingers around you. And you need to let it go. Like, let him just not have his fingers around you, because it's creepy. He's a predator. Where, like, why you let him near you, man? What are you doing? I honestly don't understand. Like, how can you just let a devil near you? Why are you doing stuff that won't bring you any good in your life? Like, it's also partly your fault, and I'm gonna be blunt, because you're letting, and I'm also talking about myself here. You, we're also letting things in our life that purposely bring shaitan in. For example, music. You think music doesn't harm you? Music harms you so much. It brings shaitan in. And another thing, um, swearing. Like, we need to stop swearing. I'm not saying I'm free from any of these things I'm listing down. We need to stop doing stuff like that, because it's not, it's bad. It makes your personality look bad as well. And also anger. You need to control your anger. And I'm telling myself as well, because anger is one of the most, like, important things. Like, anger leads you in places that you don't want to be in. But, like, control your anger, because that shows also discipline. It doesn't show, like, it shows that you're disciplined, you're a very calm and controlled person of yourself. You know what you want, you're mature, you're wise. It shows a good character, you know? Um, and it's just like, people, they need to be aware of who they're around as well. Because if you're around negative and toxic people, or around people that you're going to keep sitting around, then get away from those people. Don't bring yourself around them. Don't put yourself in positions where you're surrounded by them. Make your good people, like, make a group of people that are good. Like, as in, good. Surround, like, surround surround yourself with good people. Don't surround yourself with toxic people that won't lead you to Deen. Like, separate yourself from that, because at the end of the day, your life is on the hand, in your own hands, and it matters who you're around and what you do, your actions as well. If you're doing going with random people, like, who aren't benefiting you in one way or another, then why are you around them? Yes, you may have a long relationship with them, but try to educate them. And if they don't want to be educated, distance yourself. Not cut them off completely, but distance yourself. Because at the end of end of the day, you're you're on your own. Like literally, you're on your own. Like no one else is gonna be there for you in the day of judgment. You know. And another thing as well, you don't know when you're gonna die. You might die next to your girlfriend or boyfriend. You know, you might die while, I don't know, smoking. You might die while in a concert. Allah, He's giving you a chance day by day for you to return to Him. He's letting you wake up in the morning because He wants you to return to Him. He wants you to give yourself a break from this dunya, a break from what you're surrounding yourself with, a break from not a break, but like a reality check. He wants you to realize that He wants you in heaven. He doesn't want you in hell. So you need to wake up from this delusion. I have another chance. But what if you don't? What if after this podcast I die or you die or someone else's die and it affects you? Like, what are you going to do then when the angel of death comes at you and he asks you to come out? Or if you're hiding, what are you going to do when the angels ask you in your grave, who is your Lord? Who is the prophet? And what is your religion? What are you gonna do then? Are you gonna say, I I I was doing this and I no, you can't do stuff like this. Oh my god. But you can't do stuff like this. You can't be tempted by the dunya. And when you are in your grave, you can't make any excuses because your body's gonna talk before you. Then you are gonna talk. I mean, you're gonna be speaking the truth. You get my point. Anyways, I'm gonna end the podcast here because I think I've talked too much. No, not too much, but I need to get going. But I hope you guys enjoy it. Goodbye.